Hi everyone, John B. Saunders here again. I thought it'd be good to do a video on preparing for the winter. We're coming into August now, and it's a really good idea to prep everything and get ready to have your healthy colony going into winter. But first of all, it's the good time of the year when we collect all the honey. So I'm only going to show you one hive, Queen Isolde's hive, because there's no point in showing you all the hives getting the honey off. I'll just show you the one and show you how I prepare it. I personally use these clearer boards. Not everyone uses these, but that's what I do. And you know, you've got the bee escapes here, they just push into a clearer board. So they've got one way in and they can only come out of here and not go back in. I'm sure loads of people have seen them already, but anyone who hasn't taken off honey yet, thought it might be interesting. One tip I would give you is don't forget each year to wash these, because if you don't wash them they get gunked up inside and the bees could get back in and up. So I put that on the hive. I also put on the hive an eek. This helps. I put this under this clearer board like that, because it gives it a bit of a drop then, instead of the bees just coming out of there onto the frames. They've got an 1.5 inch drop and it's easier for them to get out. Also, I put my Varroa trays on this time of year, check in, see what mite counts I've got. So I'll be showing that on the video too, the process I use for mites. So here we go then. I'll just get a couple of supers of honey off. I've got a muffler on my mic, hope it's okay because it is a bit windy today. So I've got a brood and a half here. Well, actually it's a brood and this one is mostly empty, allowing the bees that are up in these two supers to go through this clearer board that I've put here down into there. They give them plenty of room. So hopefully when I open it up there won't be too many bees in here. It's been only 24 hours, so there might be 1 or 2 stragglers. So I'll get that off. There is a few wasps flying about here. 1 or 2. I've got a wasp trap over there. I'll show you that. There's a wasp trap. So there in the tree. Just here, look. There's quite a few wasps in here. It's only been about half an hour ago and there's probably 20 wasps in there. So there's a few wasps about. There we are then. I'll put the mite tray in. I've got lines on here, makes it easier to count any mites. They haven't got to be exact, just it's a bit easier. And I've got some like cooking oil sort of stuff on here. Makes it a bit sticky for the mites to stick to. So put that in there for 72 hours. Right, because we've got mesh floors for the mites to drop through onto the tray. So that's that part done. Easy. Because we've got to get it prepared for winter. We want it to be really strong and in good condition, and I'll show you all the insulation I use, everything for the winter. Queen Isolde here, that's a look, the queen. It's all the honey coming off of this one now. The clearer boards are probably not cleared this right off, so it's about the only time I use one of these brushes, just to sweep the odd few bees off. This one is, there's not many bees on here at all. This one, there's probably about 30-40 bees on here. Look, it's just the odd few like that. See? Not many. Now you can see there, most of the bees are off. There's just a few bees, only a handful of bees there. They've gone through the porta bee escapes on the top of the hive there. But you can see the bees have gone through them porta bee escapes. Here we are then. This is my honey production bench in the kitchen. So we just put that on there. Look, I've got a piece of wood with a nail sticking out, can hold the frame, and I've got the old knife here, and we can just cut this up. I normally go upwards like that, and then the wax drops into the bucket. Look at that. Ooh, lovely. It's very windy outside. See? And then what I normally do is then, we've got that, I use this roller just to get the last little bits. I haven't reached with the knife. There we are, look at that. You've got to break every one of them cappings. Turn around the other side, look on the nail, swizzle it round. Let's see what's gone on that one. And then we go up again with this. I'll only just show you this one frame. I don't want to bore you with the whole lot, but I will show you it coming out of the machine after we've extracted it. There we are, see? I'll just use that to finish off the, so that every single cell is capped. Oh, look at that. Sticky honey, look, oh lovely. Look how nice it is, thick and sticky, lovely. Every one of them cells are broken now, see? You've got the whole frame then of lovely beeswax ready to put in the machine. There's the machine. I'll just load it up now with the frames. It's very easy to do. Take that off there. This has got little bits in here to slide this in. Goes in like that. That's easy to do, should be. And then I always put one of these on there. Oh, keeps it in place. We are open the valve now for it to go into the double filter. Oh, look at that. Get that right underneath if I can. Looks very nice coming out. Oh, look at that. It tastes really flowers, like flowers and pollen. It's such a beautiful taste. Unlike, well, I quite like oilseed rape, but I think this honey from the summer is much better. Look, all from the flowers around the village. Next stage coming up. Right, these are the supers extracted of honey, and they're wet now. They call them wet supers. I'll put them now on top of the hive for the bees to clean them out nice and dry and clean. So what I want to do is put them above the crown board, and then the bees think they're outside the hive and they bring all the honey that's left, the residue, back into the hive. So that'll clean them out nice and clean, and then I can store them in the shed. Here we go then, I'll pop these on. There we are then. I've got the crown board there with a hole in it. The bee escape is not in there now, it's open, so the bees can come up from here into these boxes. They clear all them out and bring them back down into here, all the liquid honey. So I've took the bee escape out, see? The bee escape is no longer in there. They can go up and clean them out. They just think they're out the hive, really. There we are. It's had 24 hours in this settling tank. On the top of the honey, just there is a little bit of scum that you get floating on the top. I normally just scrape that off with a flat wooden spoon, scrape it all off, and that keeps it from going in the honey. So here we go then. Here's the first jar of this batch. Lovely, beautiful shepherd's well honey. And then I know you should really weigh this. I just put it quite near the top, like that. You should really weigh them. Wait for it to stop dripping. It just stops for a second, and I'll go on to the next one. Watch the second one, and then that'll be all you've got to watch. Okay, and then we're going to go on to the next stage, getting the bees ready for winter. Beautiful honey, look at that. You just sort of get it to stop there. I'll turn this off for now. There we are. I've got a tray underneath to catch any drips. Okay, yeah, it's simple, isn't it? Look, beautiful. Put the lids on the labels now. Nice and tight. They've got seals on them, these, so I'll do it nice and tight. That's it. A little bit. There we are, nice and tight like that. Look at the label. I've got this is the tamper-proof labels with a little bee on it. Put that in the centre of the lid, and then try and get that nice and straight down there. Then all you've got to do is put your label on. I'll put it in the centre there like that, nice and level. Wrap it round. There we are, there's your finished product. Simple. Okay. Because there's my solar wax melter. So I've got all my cappings in there from what I cut off of the honey frames, and the sun is melting them and running down into this trough, and I collect that to make my candles. Look at that lovely butterfly on the buddleia. That's in my garden. I really do like a buddleia because the bushes attract loads of butterflies and lots of other sorts of insects. Is that called Red Admiral or Peacock? I'm not sure. Maybe try and look it up. But certainly having some nectar there. Nice colours on its wings when they open. There's another nice little butterfly on the buddleia. Different sort. I'm not very good at the names of butterflies. Maybe someone knows. Can enlighten us all. There's one of me honeybees, probably out in the garden because it's in the garden. Good chance it's one of mine. Collecting some more nectar. And they're lovely. Look how nice that is. Beautiful. Look at all the birds in the background. That's because I live right on a wood. Bumblebee as well. They seem to love that. Look at that, tucking right in there. We've got a lot of sparrows. Can you hear all the sparrows that are in the hedge? I'll stop now, I've started talking. Rife with sparrows this year. We're going to take this is 3 days later, 72 hours. We're going to take this mite tray out and see how many mites Queen Hazalda has got. We'll take it over, put it on the table and have a count up. Well, we've got some really good news. There's hardly any mites. I've looked at the whole tray. The only mites there is on these two squares here. So, which is good news. There's one there, look. See that as a mite. There's another one there, that's two. I can't see any more. But maybe you'll see one, but I can't. But I've checked the whole tray and that's the only ones I can see. It's just debris, all that. Just little bits of debris, bits of wax. Oh, is that the one I picked before? Because there is the mite there, look. That one. And that one. They're just little shiny things really. So it's a very low mite count. There we are. Just got to check now. Just checking now to see whether or not the bees have cleaned out the supers so we can store them away in the shed for the winter. There we are. I would like you to see this. I'll come over and show you closely. Now, can you see that the bees have cleaned that out? Absolutely dry. There's not a speck of nectar in there anyway. So what a lovely job the bees have done for us to really clean them up, ready for next year. Look at that, there's not one little drop anywhere. These cells here, that's capped, I don't know why, what's in there. Well, there's not much in there, whatever that is, but it's all nice and clean. Okay then, all that needs to be done now is to get the bees off. Now we can smoke them off a bit. We can use this is a buzzard feather. They're quite good, it's so soft this is. Bees don't seem to get so agitated. This is really quite soft. They don't get their wings caught in it. You've got to do a bit of a flicking motion. Like that, look. See? It's so soft, it's unbelievable soft. Softer than a goose feather. It's a buzzard feather. There we are. So that'll be that ready for next year. I'll do the same with all of them and put them away. That's it, all done then, nice and clean. That's the end of this video chapter. I really appreciate everybody that has subscribed to my channel and have liked. If you like the video that you've seen, please subscribe to me. I do not count people as just numbers who subscribe. I love and thank all of you individually. So please look at all my other videos, and bye now from John B. Man Saunders, and thanks for watching. See you on the next episode. Bye everyone.